Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 121 of the Road to Top Series. I'm Toasty FM, and I'm sorry. I feel bad because I keep feeling like I'm apologizing for missing days, but I promise consistency now for sure. I mean, I know I promised that after I got done with finals, stuff like that, turning on my work, but man, these last 2 weeks have been like hectic to say the least. It has to be said. Um, it's been really, really tough. So today we have Zenit, and I know that I was looking forward to possibly, this being a clinching game, but we ended up beating PSV, and that was a huge game. Valisher with the goal, and that confirmed our spot in the knockout round. Today's gonna be interesting, I think, because we're safe. We can't go up, we can't go down. We're gonna finish in second no matter what. I think personally this would be a great time for us to put some of our bench players in, get some time. I mean, we're in a dogfight right now with Benfica, trying to get into the Europa League, into Europe. We're probably gonna get into Europe, but hopefully the Champions League, like we were this year. But that's we have to make that happen. We can't worry about it. I think Benfica, they're not gonna give us any breathing room. So we have to continue to fight like we've been doing for the last few years. And so, to do that, I think it would be best for us to, have some rest for our players, make sure they're able to, to take a day off, maybe work some fitness into it. I think there's going to be a mix. There's a mix of guys looking for fitness. There's going to be guys, looking to pick up some form, some guys that haven't been playing well. So we're going to have a nice mix of guys today, I think. And so, yeah, guys, let's look at the lineup for today's game. Alright, guys, so this is the lineup today, and it's pretty rotated, obviously. But I think it's been good that we have some depth. I mean, definitely the fullbacks with our lone players, Zavid and Guerreiro. We're not really losing much as compared to Valier and Ott. Semprining's starting at center back because we only have 3 center backs registered in the Champions League. So Paul Steves is going to get the start with Demison getting some rest. What else? Mubanga starting. I changed the role from a roaming playmaker. Now it's a deep lying playmaker. I think it works well with with our playing style, possession, and I think we have to utilize the players that we have, on the squad right now. Mubanga, players that we're gonna have in the future. I think Brun Silva. I think that's what name is. Brun Silva, another 19 player that's really good that we just haven't, So we need players that are going to play a position. Inak is still on the left. Giovanni's on the mend. Probably going to play on the weekend. We'll see about that. Andres Gomes at the number 10. A very solid player. You guys all know about him if you guys have been watching the season. A player I'm pretty excited about. And lastly, Adji up top. A player that, Marquez has been good, but I'd like to have... I don't want to always be depending on one striker. I need to. I know losing Paredes was huge. We had Correa, but we always had Paredes back there. And although Marquez is having a solid year, I want Adji to come in there and to be a guy that could score goals. Now we had Mendy, who I was thinking about starting today, but he is not registered. So he cannot start today, but I think he might be featuring in the next few weeks. So So yeah, guys. So we're going to Russia and against Zenit, a solid team. So I think uh, um I'm kind of putting some of our players in bad positions. I'm not putting some of these guys in the greatest position to really perform at a high level, show me what they have. I know against a team like Zenit, but I think this is our best way of using this the players that we have. Um, Getting some players out there. Mubenga's, and like I said, we don't have. I mean, there's just some depth. I mean, Mubenga and Philippe Soares. That's not a big difference between their two quality. Inak has been playing for a while, so not losing a lot there. Our fullbacks are very good. Agi, if quality wise, if you look purely at his ability, is as good as Marques. So he just needs that that playing time, that time in the game, playing with this team, and maybe a little run of form. I definitely think he's a guy that if he were to get a goal in a game or something like that, that he could really pick up pretty quickly for sure. So um, half hour in and nothing has really happened. I mean, I think we've been a little bit more on the front foot. Their shots have been from very far away, so they don't look like they're really challenging us. I didn't really take into account that maybe they wouldn't be playing a full squad as well. They're in first place no matter what, so they really have nothing to play for. Neither of us, at this point, the group is what it's going to look like. So, really nothing to play for right now. And I think it's kind of been represented in the in the performance so far. Nothing happened in the first half. Absolutely nothing. So I mean, surprising. PSV, they have not gotten a point yet. If they draw today, it would be their first point so far in the group stage. That's incredible. That's stunning to me. So it looks like we have a highlight here. Grade to Inak, and he loses out. Esteves, good touch by him. I thought he might have a heavy touch, but that's not a great pass. Good job by Lysgang to block that. Our fullback, is that Grade on that side, or is that Azevedo? I think it was Azevedo. Who went for the tackle on their left winger and completely whiffed and got made to look very bad. I think they're definitely getting back into this game a little bit. I think they're Costa, our backup defensive midfielder, almost scores, hits the crossbar. Unfortunate for him. And we almost got scored on the other end. That could have been miserable for our squad. If we had almost scored and they come back and got scored on, that would have been sad. I would have been disappointed for sure. But still, make a change here, get some striker. Again, Agi just not up to it for whatever reason. I think he's better than that. But just doesn't seem to link up with other players. Mazelwell's maybe I like him too. Andres Gomes not having the best game of his career. Might give Valdecir some time in there. And then I think I'm gonna give Giovanni some time. Coming off a knock, not a full fitness, but if he's gonna start playing soon, I think this would be a good time. Really nothing to lose. I don't think either team is playing particularly hard. I don't think he's at risk of getting hurt. Saprini, Bubanga, Costa, out wide to Giovanni. Let's see what he could do. Mubanga, come on. Vent to Valdesir. Valdesir loses out on the tackle. Melon, I think that's their striker's name. Able to pass out. Good hold-up play by him. Finds Santimina, the former Benfica man. Malin. Ooh, and Leisgang with another good save. He's having a very good game today. He's been probably the most impressive player so far, and probably the player that has the safest spot in our 11. Good job on Marquez. Almost comes off. Almost finds his fellow attackers. Cleared up to Malin. It's kind of anyway stuff here, and Malin, their striker, should have done better. I feel they're pretty much a one-on-one. I mean, it seems like every time we have a chance, they come back and they have a chance as well. It's definitely been a far more active half than the first half was. It's not even close, but another highlight here, to end. I'm not gonna end the game, but it's gonna end regular time. They're working well in the midfield there. Finds Malin again. Malin has been very good as far as hold-up play. Has not been great finishing. Oh, a nice gang with another very good save. You know, he's made the saves that we'd expect him to make, but he's also done a good job parrying them away, parrying them away to the side, which is, you know, as important, I think, sometimes for a goalkeeper as purely being a shot stopper. And he's definitely done a good job of that today. Good job, Paul Steps, to get that out on the corner flag and make sure that ball got out. Corredo makes the foul in a very dangerous area. Very lucky that that's outside the box. Last kick of the game, I think. Free kick, and it goes wide. And a draw. I think that's a fair result. I don't think either team was really in any particular interest in playing that game. And it showed from the performances. Both teams had their chances, but no real cutting edge, I would say. So, yeah, guys, let's look at the lineup for tomorrow's episode. Yes, tomorrow. That's what I said. I promise. All right, guys. So I think we're going to come back against Guimarães. That's a great time to come back. A couple big games in the league. I know we're chasing Benfica right now, so these are going to be massive. 1 and 2. And, you know, if you want to get into that Champions League spot, this is the time. This is the time. You know, I know I've said before that it's also important to win the other games, but, you know, that was to kind of get into this area. If we want to get past these teams, we have to beat them, because they're gonna beat all the teams we're beating. You know, they're gonna beat the Feirense, the Casa de Pias. I'm just naming people on the schedule right now. But they're going to beat those guys. So we have to make sure that when we face them, we beat them. Which we haven't done enough of, I think, and that's the next step if we really want to challenge for Champions League spots, maybe a title. We're going to have to start beating those teams. So yeah, come back tomorrow against Vitória Guimarães. It's going to be a big game, our second game of the Taça League group stage. And so yeah, guys. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Come back tomorrow. I promise there'll be an episode waiting for you guys. And, take care of yourselves.